Welcome, beautiful one, to the Remarkable Souls podcast. I'm your host, Ann Ribley, here to share with you insights, inspiration, and interviews on what it means to become a remarkable soul. This week's Monday mantra: allowing my victory, now I rise. It's your time. Allow your victory. Claim it now, not tomorrow, now. Rise. That's the time. Begin today. Be bold. I love this quote. Whatever you can do or dream, you can begin. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. If for today you lived in the original knowing of your victory, laid before you to rise, literally, it's a part of your divine design to rise. We grow to stand up and walk forward. We are designed to rise. Give yourself what is needed today to become more you. Allow your radiance to shine the way for what is now ready to rise for you. No matter the size, no matter the desire, no matter the wish, no matter the dream, no matter what you need at this very moment, step forward with your yes for victory. Let it be. It's your time to say, now I rise. What a beautiful mantra in its timing. This is the energy right now. This is the time. This is what we're being called with. Allowing my victory, now I rise. I use this a lot, with the very first mantra that I ever had, which was alive with confidence, I rise. And this is just so inherent to what I had felt, with my children. And I've told this story many times, is that no matter what was going on, I would always let them know, you will rise, you will rise. No matter how distraught they were, no matter how down they were about something, deflated, and we all have those experiences. So whatever that is for you right now, whatever it is, I want you to call forth your time right now to rise by claiming your victory. Allowing my victory. In that victory stance, hands in the air. Just taking a moment right now and giving that energy to your body to let yourself know, right now, whatever it is that I need, yes to my victory. Now I rise. Be victorious. This is the call of your life's work right now. This is the call of your soul's work. Whatever that expression is for you, whatever way that's being called forward for you. Allowing my victory, now I rise. Allowing is a big part of receiving. Allowing is a big part of activating. Allowing my victory, now I rise. What's that dream? What's that desire? What are you growing into? Be honest with yourself. Allow your honest heart to speak right now. Let yourself claim that victory. Allowing my victory, now I rise. Just take a moment and feel the energy of putting your hands over your heart, saying these words, bringing that victorious state. Dream, whatever it is you're being asked to overcome in this moment, whatever it is you are reaching for, whatever it is that you're growing into, whatever it is that you're evolving into next, feel it, allowing it in to the center of your body, both of your hands over your heart, allowing my victory. Hands in the air, now I rise. Hands in the air in the victory stance. Just doing this simple movement and saying these words and this mantra has a powerful integration in the nervous system of expanding, allowing, and bringing in the energy. Allowing my victory, now I rise. Hands in the air, victorious. That's the core of who you are. That's the truth of who you are. That's why I say that's the original knowing. When we tap into our original knowing, I say that that's part of, like, you know what it's saying, our divine design to be victorious and to rise. Just you being born. That's a victory. Your own unique expression, soul, imprint, who you are in the world. That is victorious. And the more we unfold, unfurl, expand in that expression of who we are, allowing my victory, now I rise. Whatever is that next expression for you. So in 2020, I mean, we all know where we were in that year, because that's the year we'll never forget. We can kind of go back and it marks different timelines and events of where we were in the world and what was going on. I was in a high-level writers group, and that's when I began working on some of the final pieces to my book proposal. Soul Stamina, connecting to your remarkable power for inner strength, resilience, and hope. I just had to say that, since that is my book that's going to be taking wings into the world in a bigger way. So in that group, really high caliber, and it was definitely a higher price point to do it. And out of that group, such great connection, support, friendship came forward that we all stay connected to support each other in not only our books, but it was so vulnerable in our lives. And that connection we stayed in week after week to just support our books being born into the world, which there's now officially 3 out of the 5 of us whose books are in the world. And mine will be coming up soon. And with that, there was a dream that I had beforehand that actually, when I had went to this specialized trauma therapist, she said, why don't you see if you have any dreams in the next week and bring it back to me. And it was so prophetic, this dream, where I was in Europe and there was a group of us in a pool, and we were going for the gold on something. And we were not like athletes, but we were going for the gold. We were going for a victory on something. And I remember so distinctly that feeling of a victorious feat we were all going for. And then outside of the pool were these 2 bungalows. And then standing in front of one of the bungalows was a man in a military uniform. And his whole neck and mouth and throat was completely burned, and he was smoking a cigarette. And that was the dream. So I took that back, which it astounded me. It astounded me that I had that when she said, why don't you see if you have a dream and bring it back? And she analyzed this dream and told me everything of what it meant, of what was going on in my life. And it actually had a prophetic sense to it. The one thing that she had asked, and I'm giving you the shortcut version, is, were the bungalows small or were they big? Were they cozy? I said, no, they were very small and kind of off to the side. And she said that represents you keeping yourself small, and you need to step forward more into your life. She asked about the military man, and she said that is the wounded masculine and the power it's had in different areas of your life. And then the scarring of the throat and the burning was an element of, really holding back my expression to its full capacity. And the cigarette smoke had to do with allowing toxic energy, air, breathing in and out of my life. And then in the pool, where I saw people going for the gold and being victorious, that we were all in there for that reason. She asked me if the pool what shape was it? I said perfectly square. She goes, you have a lot of secure attachment in you, Anne. So connect to that. And it was placed in Europe. And she goes, that means you're up and you need to go for the gold in your life. Fast forward 6 months later, I realized, or maybe it was a year later, I don't know, but it was a significant amount of time later, as I was in that writers group, as Becca Powers, the author of Harness Your Inner CEO, was reading her book as she was writing it, and it's published and it's out right now, Harness Your Inner CEO. She tells a story of her being victorious and running around the office with her arms in the air. And it gave me chills to the soul and bones of my being, because I realized in that moment, I am in the dream. This was what the dream was telling me. These are the people that were in that pool in that dream, that we were going for the gold. We were going for our victory. And there we were, preparing, getting ready, and holding ourselves to that level. And I share this with you because it's deeply spiritual, this meaning, this symbology, this synchronicity, this posture stance, this way in which we were born as remarkable souls here to live our full soul-inspired life in the expression of who we are, and going for the gold of that and giving the treasures, the gifts with who we are into the world. And whatever it is you need right now at this time, allowing yourself to claim that moment. So that's what she said to me. That's what that therapist said to me at that time. And then I lived into it. And then I saw it. Okay. And I'm still living into the bigger vision of that. But I have things right now that are my moment right now that I'm calling forth. Allowing my victory. Now I rise. And it starts with the simple steps of today. Whether it's the call you need to make, whether it's the opportunity you need to encounter, whether it's the new situation, the conversation, the connection, the hardship, the new relationship, the new path, the new way, the new career, whatever, the new anything, the new possibility. Life wants more for you. And it all begins by allowing that victory that's yours, that you give yourself full permission to say, now I rise. This is the time. It truly is. Allow yourself to get inside the timeline of your victory by allowing it. Actually saying, I'm worthy to receive it right now. I am worthy to allow my victory. Now I rise. First, it begins within the bigger vision of where you're going, what you're stepping forward towards, knowing you were destined, designed, divinely designed to be remarkable. Allowing my victory. Now I rise. Can you give that to yourself? Can you show up to the truth of what wants to come next for you and boldly, bravely, and courageously allow it to be? Allow it to come forth. Allowing my victory, now I rise. And this week is my birthday week, and I'm going to be offering a right attraction challenge for those of you healers, helpers, change leaders, spiritual, purposed impact makers of the world. If you want to attract the right people to your business, let go of the hustle, the complicated strategies, and be in alignment and attract through what is the truth of the soul of your business that's here to be shared and served and supported into the world. I want to invite you in. Come to the party. We're going to have the Right Attraction Challenge so that you can step forward in your victory, because now is your time to rise. You'll see the link to sign up for that in the show notes. You, my beautiful one, are here as a remarkable soul to live your soul-inspired life, and it's inside your victory. Allow it to be. Now is your time to rise. Namaste, my beautiful one. Namaste.